Hello everyone, it is 4/26/24. This morning we had or overnight we had a frost come through, so this is just going to be a quick portion of this video, because I try to do a couple of them over the week so I get a nice hour-long video or so, where we're going to take a look and see what's going on out here after the frost, and we're going to start with I came straight in from after work. I still got my work. Yes, I have work clothes, so this is not my outside gardening stuff, but I'm just taking a peek, and then I'm going in the house for the day. Maybe we'll see, or maybe me and the wife will come out later. It's starting to warm up out here, so hang on, let me. Okay, so first off, down here, that cold weather did nothing to any of these plants that are growing down here. They're all looking alive and healthy. Like I said, I'm just gonna I stopped fighting with them. I'm just gonna let them get big enough to where I can pull them out and have a lot of leaves and throw them into a bucket of water, and then go from there. Use it to make more nutrients, because most of this stuff is edible that's back here that's growing. So like I said, I gave up the fight. Trying to poison this stuff, and I'm going to use it to my advantage. And since I'm back here, I'm just take a quick peek inside of here. Yep, stuff's still growing in here. So I'm probably going to grab some of the soil and plant up some cabbages this week. Transplant the cabbages because they are pretty huge. I'm sorry, I have to line the box up, but they are pretty huge. So we're going to go in, we're going to check on these guys, because that's the tomatoes and the cucumbers that we put in the bucket. No bugs, no bugs, no bugs. I love this place. This, I think, was money well spent. Alright, let's see. Everything's looking healthy and strong. No frostbite. You gotta forgive the yellow leaves. They were in there. They were like that when I transplanted them. But so far, everything's looking good. Everything's nice and happy. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them uncovered today. When I came out this morning, not this morning, but when I looked on the camera this morning to check the sunlight, the light was just hitting the front side. Everything looks nice. And where did this come from? And it's wet. Oh, it's a piece of mulch. Wait, am I leaking liquids out of here somewhere? I see a puddle here. Oh, that is leaking, so I need to adjust this. There we go. This slit was too low, so it was leaking out some juices here. But either way, it's still fine. The bucket's still full. There's plenty of roots from each plant down into the nutrient, and they will get stronger as they grow. Yeah, these roots and these stems are really, really strong. So I'm just gonna let them do their thing. That's the whole point of this system, is I don't have to watch this. I just need to make sure there's no frost and that the nutrient is in there. Then the cabbages, when I transplant them, I might do them today. When I transplant them, I'm just going to sit them across this table because they like sun. Right now it's about 3:30, between 3:30 4 o'clock, and you see where the sun is. And the sun is in this area pretty much anytime after 10 in the morning, 10, 11 in the morning, the sun's in this area. So they like a lot of sun, so that should do pretty well. Let's stop in here and check on these guys. I did put another coating of plastic around, shrink wrap around, just in case. See, these look wilted again. Make sure there's nutrients in everything. Everything's nice, soaking wet. This long leaf, I guess it's waiting for the weather to cool down, but these don't really like the sun too much, and there appears to be a lot of sun in here today. So I'll turn it around. These guys are doing excellent. These are the ones we just looked at the other day. Black seed lettuce. That cabbage isn't dying down there, so it's getting nutrients. Oh, this one's actually starting to stand up a bit, but that one's still laying down on the bottom. These cabbages are all doing well. So, but right now it looks like they're trying to escape the light. So I'm just going to close this for now, and then I'll probably come back out around 6 o'clock with the wife when she gets home around 6:30, and we'll take another look at things. But so far, so good. I'm not upset about what's going on out here at all.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do some up potting. So we're going to up pot some of this cabbage into a soil-based system. So we'll go ahead and take a look. My goal is to get at least 2 of these trays empty if I can, to start the next set of black seed lettuce, because I think that's going to be my favorite. The butter crunch lettuce is doing pretty good over here. The butter crunch lettuce is doing good, but the black seed lettuce, it looks to be my favorite, and when it's ready they say it stays crispy for a long time. So, and then we have these tomatoes that we can transplant into bucket systems. I'm thinking I'm just doing those hydroponically, and these probably will be ready to go into a hydroponic in about another couple days or so. They are genuinely long enough, so I'll see which way I go with that. But butter crunch lettuce is looking pretty good down here. Even this one that was wilty and dying is trying to revive itself. That's a really strong leaf there. This is beautiful. This lettuce is beautiful. It's at the top of the box, the middle portions. So let's see. This, I believe, is broccoli, and this is another broccoli. Something is eating the leaves off of these, but I can't imagine how they got in here. And this is more broccoli down here. This is more broccoli. And this is broccoli. This one's got pretty big. That's the eggplant down in there. This is the pepper. Let's see if that's ready to give up. Nope, still not ready to give up that seed that's on the top of the peppers. I have 2 of them in here. The celery is down there. Right here is the celery. I have 2 more cucumbers here. 1 and 2. Looking really good. This is another cabbage. So I'm gonna see if I can transplant them and get them into one system. Give them some more nutrient for the ones that doesn't stay in here. The peppers, I'm gonna probably give up on the peppers because I got peppers over there, and just start a new tray with some peppers in there. But I also got to take into consideration that I didn't put these under the grow lights to start them. I did not soak them to get them started. So this is probably my error, I'm going to say. So what I'm going to do is ditch that, and make room in here for something else, because these tomatoes are going to end up coming out of here as well to go into another hydroponic system. Okay, so we got that cleared out, but I only got a little bit of time before me and the missus got to get dressed and get ready to go out. So look at this tomato. It's doing wonderful. These are all doing wonderful. All of these cabbages are still doing wonderful, even though they refuse to stand up. They are still growing. Trying to see if there's how far down the root went, but it didn't go far yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna let them do what they do for now and get started. So hang on while I get set up. Alright, so I'm on my way over to the box. Remember, all of this is edible something. I gotta get the name of it, and they use it for medicinal purpose back in the day. I don't know if they're still using it. What I'm doing here is I'm just gonna go through here, try to move all the stuff with glass get in there, with anything in it out of the way, so I can get to move all this stuff into one corner that has things growing in it. That way I can try to get some of this nice, good stuff going. Okay, that's the bottom of the box. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take and get a bag full of dirt for the pots over there. So I need 2 hands, so I gotta pause. Okay, while off camera, I went and grabbed the all-purpose organic soil mix here, so I can mix this in before I bag it up and prepare it to go into the pots there. Get another handful. Work this in here. This up. I'm still putting all my other organic items in here. Trying to get all this up out of the corners. This is some really good soil. Even so, I want to mix this bunch here so I know where I'm working from this corner. I'll probably give this a small handful in the corner. Okay. Get it all worked in there. Now I can kind of see where I want to be when I grab this soil. So I'm gonna pause, use the other hand and grab the soil. Hang on. Okay, off camera, what I opted to do, hold on, I'm trying to zoom out. Okay, what I opted to do was to grab, ooh, that fertilizer stinks. Grab the buckets and load them up while I'm standing here, and then use what I have in the bag to do the topping off. So get any junk out of there that doesn't belong there, because remember, I live in the city, so people was throwing things in this yard because they thought this house was pretty much abandoned from the backside. And I get it.
but it's still my home. So we got one there. I gotta remember that I do. Ooh, there's a worm in there. Hopefully he hangs out. Leave some room for the other items I want to put in here. Because I still want to put some bananas and some of that other organic stuff down in there. So for now, we're good on all of this. We can start to move them. Back into the greenhouse here. Go grab the other one. One moment. Trying to save myself as many trips as possible back here. All right. Hold on, let me go get the stand. Okay, I'm supposed to be able to wear this thing around my neck while I record, but I don't want to break my phone. It's a fold and this thing is not cheap. But alright, so I have my everything potted here, ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my Michael Jackson glove. And try to aim this so I can actually see what I'm looking at through the lens. Okay. This is 2 cabbage in here. There I tried to separate said cabbage. And I'm gonna say nope. I should have, I didn't have faith. But this is so big now, I don't want neither one of them to die. So I'm just going to let them grow together. So what I'm going to do is grab some of this eggshell here. Grab a piece of that banana. I'm going to take the darker one. Of course, I have this one along as those 2 pills are only a couple days old. And grab this nanner. I probably should have put on some rubber gloves to this. This is kind of yucky. But grab this guy down there like that. Get it down under there. Take another piece of this egg.
down in there. Bury it real good. With the extra soil we bought over. And what I want to do is just try to make sure I got all the leaves up and push that down in there and lightly drop this on down in there. I'm making a mess. I can't see what I'm doing. The camera is only doing so much. Make sure they're in there real good. I'm thinking since there's two, I should have probably put them in the bigger one. Yep, I'm going to move those to the bigger one. Because there's two of them in there. So all I'm doing is the same thing. Making preparation. Banana and the eggshells. Cover it over a little bit with some soil and move these guys to the bigger pot because there's actually two of them in here. Now I want to give them more room to spread out, and then I'll probably end up putting these in a 5-gallon bucket. But for now, I'm just going to get them on in there. Oops. I am making the biggest mess of messes here, but we're getting her done. And, get some up under there, and then I'll go ahead and water it in. Well, we'll water them all in at the same time, but so far looks good. I want to give that a little more support around its base there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab another cabbage here. And this one's by itself, so this one is perfect for this bucket here. And I already put the extra soil down in there, so hang on, I gotta look around this camera. Is that deep enough for me? Nope. I want to go a little tiny bit deeper and get you all in the center there, and just take everything from around the side and kind of bunch the soil from all around the sides up around the top there, so it comes into like a cone-ish kind of shape to help support it when I water it in. So see, that's not that bad. That's 2 down already. Alrighty then. So this place is going to need a pretty good cleaning. I did not want to deal in the dirt here, but guess what? We don't get what we want all the time. So that's 3 of these guys down, and depending on what I have as soil goes, we'll see what else we're going to plant here. This is another cabbage. It's by its lonesome, which is perfect. So we're going to get the eggshells down in here. And a piece of banana peel. Now there is fertilizer in here, don't forget. So we'll grab one of these guys here. Bottoms up always for me. We'll cover it up a bit. Grab a little more soil, go on and throw over it. There's some big pieces of wood in here, but they're so brittle, but they should be able to hold water. I think I just bought an ant colony into my greenhouse here. Holy crapples. They just started coming up out of the woodwork here. So, we're going to go ahead and toss this guy in there. I'm sorry, I'm breaking up more little pieces of wood stick. The dirt might have backfired as far as not getting bugs in here, because the dirt needs bugs. So we'll see how it goes. I want to try to get this guy nice and straight. Oh, I forgot king cabbage here. I'm going to put him on his throne as well. I want him way down in here, because he has a really long stalk. So, get all my organics together here. King Cabbage. King Cabbage. Put a little soil around there. Pile it all up against the sides here. Sorry, I'm talking so low. Hopefully when I turn the volume up in the video, I'm not screaming at you. I'll put that in there like that. Because King Broccoli looks like he's going to live no matter what I do. I mean King Cabbage. And all I did was left it in the rock wool, which is a great starter. And there's ants all in here too. is a great starter. And what was that? Some kind of foam. And I just let it grow up and do its thing. Try to make sure all of these pots are getting worked on here and have what they need. And then the rest of this I can probably top off in here. I'm giving this one extra care because it's literally 2 of them in here, and I figured you don't want to neglect the other, and I'm not going to kill the other one by trying to separate it. So what we're gonna do is just try to cover up all the stuff I just added. And again, I don't want to put holes in the bottom of this, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep it moist, like rock wool. I'm gonna treat this soil as rock wool and just keep it moist so it continues to eat. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you guys were just looking at, but I just want to keep them moist so that they will continue to eat, and then as they dry, I'll add a little more water on the top and let it drink from the bottom of whatever is in the reservoir down there, because I'm not putting holes in these. So let me see. Oh, I want that out of there. That can go back into the organic compost over in the corner over here. Over there. So right now I'm gonna grab the garden hose. Hold on. All right, we got the old water hose here. We're gonna set the setting to shower and just try to go in underneath of these a little bit, gentle spray. And I'm just doing enough to wet it. When it rains, I'm probably going to have to come out here with some clear trash bags and cover it over, because I have no drain holes, and that's on purpose. But it's not supposed to rain today. So all I really want to do is just get it wet. Just let it all do what it's going to do for now. See, what you don't want is how muddy it is on top. You don't want that. And I only sprayed a little bit, very, very little bit in here. But it's slowly going down. And I think that honestly would be enough water for now, only because there's no drainage at the bottom, so there's no need to go crazy trying to water this stuff, because it's going to have water at the bottom, and then the roots are going to grow down towards that water. So long as it doesn't rain, and it's not supposed to rain today, and it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, so they should be okay overnight. This ought to give them a chance to adapt to some new organic food here, and then we'll see how they go from here. But right now, so far, everything's looking good. These are some of the healthiest looking plants that I have. That isn't lettuce. The lettuce looks good regardless, but this isn't lettuce, and it's looking really, really good. So I'm appreciating that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start to wrap this up. I'm obviously going to have to come out here later and clean up this broccoli. There's two separate broccolis in here. I could technically go get some containers and repot these right now, but I think I'll save some repotting for tomorrow. And what I have here is my Arrow Garden Nutrient. My Arrow Garden Nutrient in there, but I'm going to get the 1 gallon jug and because that's 3 capfuls in there, and it takes 4 capfuls per gallon. So, well, 4.5 capfuls per gallon. So I said, why not just get the full gallon? So I'm going to go ahead and look for my gallon jug. It was over here in this corner. I swear something is coming in here, like some kind of rodent or something. But so what I'll do is mix another 1.5 capfuls into another jug so that I can feed all the other plants here. So let me get that all set up and start cleaning up. So right now I'm just cleaning out the pots so I can see what I want and what I don't want. There's a couple more cabbage growing over here. It says row 3, so all 3 of these cabbage. And then this one is broccoli. But there's a bunch of them in here, so I need to transplant this into another system. It's regular. I'm working on the salad. So I'm moving the pepper and the eggplant to a new home. Try to empty this out. The 2 cucumbers we're going to move to the everything that's in this tray likes
This one isn't growing at all, but it's doing great. So now I have Alright. So just in case you guys couldn't hear me, what I just did was I transplanted. Hang on, let me get some of this. I'll try to keep it nice back here. So I don't want it to look like a garden, if you get what I mean. Let's get these all situated. That guy's really heavy. And you know what? I think I'm gonna turn it this way towards the light. Okay. And those labels on the side of the containers are actually painted on the container. So, and now that I'm thinking, king broccoli should have probably gone into this container. Because he was nice and tall. But either way, they're nice and juicy. I'll keep an eye on them, make sure they stay juicy. I'll have to come check them every day because I don't want to give them a watering system and then they don't have a drain on the bottom. So I'm personally going to have to be the babysitter for this guy. And I guess at the end of the day, just don't rest them eggshells in amongst these other guys. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, it's an eggshell. So now I do have one of these guys empty. I don't even remember what most of this stuff was, but I emptied it out and we're gonna just take the nutrient that's whatever left in here and dump it on over into this one. And as you can see, it just drains right down in there to all the other veggies that we have down there. I'm cleaning out this organic potting soil. We'll see how that works. Because this channel honestly is supposed to be doing rock wool and gardening, you know, the hydroponic system plus the dirt system, the soil based system. So this is that portion right now because I always strongly believe that the broccoli and the cabbage should be grown in the soil to give it its best shot. I've seen people grow it in the bucket system, and what they would do, they would take lids like this from these coffee creamer containers, and then they cut the hole in the top and just use that as a liquid pot that way. That's why I don't want to mess these up by putting holes in the bottom for drains, whereas though I just make sure that the top gets a little water every day and it's not super dry, because there should be moisture in the bottom for it to drink at all times. So this is my way of trying to salvage what I have here. These I'm going to take in the house. I'm going to wash this out and I'm going to reuse these. They already have tags on it, but I think it's time to start some more lettuce, because that lettuce, look how big that lettuce is over there. I mean, the camera really doesn't do it any justice of how tall it is. That's an 8-inch high box. So, and it's at the top. Yeah, that leaf right in the middle there is definitely at the top. So they like the low light, so they stand up straight on days that have overcast.
And even the black seed lettuce over there is standing up. Those wilted ones on the side are actually standing up pretty good. They were dragging along the bottom of the crate, but now they're actually doing pretty good. So this is all I have going for right now. I'm going to go add another capful to this, and then put this into a 1 gallon jug, or either split it into two of these jugs is 1 gallon. So and actually that's probably the better idea, because these jugs fit in the greenhouse with no problem. So let me get that done. All right, so right now I took the half gallon jugs and divided them directly in half with the proper amount of nutrients. So now all I have to do is fill these up, and then I have 2 half gallon jugs of nutrients, which are more easy to use. And then looking in here in this soil, I see that the worm is in there, so I'm going to leave him in there and let him do his thing. And the reason why he came up is because it's moist, so he's trying to, come up for air or whatever. So what's going to happen is, as long as he decides to live in there, he will be my water gauge to make sure that I'm not putting too much water in there, because he'll stay down in the soil. Like I said, there's ants and little roly-poly bugs and all kinds of stuff in the soil. So I'm just going to let it grow like that and see how it goes. And so far, everything's looking good. It's looking great. I guess he thought it was raining when all I was actually watering it. This I'm going to get cleaned up and see what I'm putting into it. But for right now, I need to get these jugs filled and go refill what I got going on in the pot house. After I get the jugs refilled and see what's going on in the greenhouse, what I meant to say, not the pot house, I do want to save these old rockwool cubes. Who knows, the seeds might actually germinate, but the nutrients, you'll see the other cubes in there, they're going to be like a whitish color, and that's because the nutrient is held inside of these. So I want to save these and try to reuse them again. I'm not just going to throw it away. The whole point of doing this is recycling and doing things a better way, and stop being a person destroying the planet and try to help it out, help live with the planet. So for right now, I'm going to get this cleaned up, mix this nutrient, and we'll go from there. All right, now while we're in here, I'm going to take a look at the Arrow Garden. This is an Arrow Garden solution inside of a Mike Van Doozy crack key bucket system. He's the one who I learned how to do this from, and then that gave me ideas to try different containers, because all you need is essentially anything that holds a liquid, and you can grow anything. So we'll go ahead and take a look inside the bucket here, see what the root system's doing. Okay, so far so good. The levels are getting lower. That means they're drinking the nutrient. This cucumber here I worry about, because it doesn't seem to be as far down in the nutrient. So I would like to make sure that it's at least trying to get down there. So I would like to at least make sure that rock wool stays wet on anything that's hanging out of the solution. So it's a good thing that I left the rock wool on there, because that's enabling it to suck juice up from there. And then I see air roots forming on these guys. So they're actually starting to get to the point to
where they'll survive better. And this water has been sitting for a long time. It doesn't have a smell. It's not like stagnant. It's more like static, just water sitting here. So we'll go ahead and let that go for now. And like I said, it's pretty much doing, let's zoom out, doing pretty well here. So we got a chance to take a look at that. Alright, now back on the home front, we have these guys all filled up now. Zoom back out, sorry. We have these all filled back up. And we can go ahead and water these guys. So I'm going to start by watering this one. I'm going to fill it up in this empty cup here. Oh, there's something blocking the hole in this cup. I'm like, why isn't this going down? Okay, there it goes. Okay, that makes me feel better. Now the rock wool is all nice and wet. These guys should be a lot more happier as I put them back into the system. Let them get bigger here. And we'll take a jug of this with us so that we can get this back in here. And remember, these are the guys that love the sun, so I want to put them far back. And for the rest of these guys, we're just gonna, I don't know if it's worth transplanting, but I'm gonna fill them up with nutrient. We'll pick an empty cell here. Whoop. See, through the camera you can't really see how deep that is, how much is in there, so I better go slow. But I want to make sure it has enough nutrient for the whole week, so I don't gotta come out here and worry about it. So I essentially want it to be about half the size of the rock wool, half the height of the rock wool in this empty container, and then I'll know that all the other rock wool is full. One to grow on, and let's see if these guys get any healthier. I'm kind of satisfied having the tomatoes right here by themselves for now, because they will be transplanted next week. So I want to do the same thing, find an empty one, fill these guys. Oh crud. Fill these guys up. And these are tomatoes, so they're going to drink a lot of nutrient. So I want to make sure these guys are good even on a hot day. Let's try to get time we try to get some of this stuff falling out of the tree off of there. Doesn't go wet. There's a little tomato that we looked at the last time. It is starting to come up out of there. This little guy. Because I was going to get rid of it, but it's actually doing okay now. Oh, the all-important lettuce is empty. It's super dry. So I want to get this going. Let me zoom out so I can try to see. What I'm doing here. All I'm doing is trying not to make a mess. And I'm watching to see where the water line is in these empty ones. So I think one of these holes is clogged over here because this is a new one. Try to unclog that guy. Okay, there it goes. Now by the end of next week or so, I may be able to harvest some of this. And off camera, I'm going to go ahead and replace the nutrient in these guys so that they can get big and strong. So, I'll be back. We got everything taken care of, so what I'm going to do now is get ready to close everything up. Grab everything out of here that I need gone. And it's defeating the purpose, I know, leaving the door open. But this, I feel like I can leave out here for now. This potting soil can stay out here for now. That goes into the compost. I'm going to take these tags and the rest of this Arrow Garden solution. This goes over into into the greenhouse for storage purposes. Yeah, that goes into the compost. That's it on there. Okay, now what I was saying earlier, how these cubes, they turn white because the nutrient is still in there. So I'm going to reuse those. But for now, I'm going to close her up. It's 12 o'clock. Me and the wife is getting ready to go out, so I'm going to rush job this to get it back into order. Okay. And I believe I can take all of this. You know what? I'm going to put this soil bag back in the back, and I'm gonna leave a mess out here. Then that way I can come out with the broom and just clean it all up. So I'm just throwing the soil bag back into the soil box here, and we're wrapping it up for now, and we'll start a new video tomorrow.
Okay, so just in case I do make it back in time to come outside, I wanted to have a wrap it up video to say thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry for the close up, but I'm wearing this thing on my neck. So you guys have a great day. Keep on growing, as they say, and don't forget to hit me up on Instagram. Talk to you guys later. Thank you.